Hey guys, what's going on? Legion Nuta here playing more RuneScape Dragonwilds. So today we sort of had this idea and we've been kind of thinking about it a little bit, and we wanted to make a casino, and it's the GAROU Casino, and I feel like they're sort of like the native tribe here, right? So it's almost sort of a little like, I guess, sort of a native casino, almost like one of the ones we've got all around, for like tribes. So essentially we're going to have the slot machines in here and the poker tables on this side for the poker room, and we're quite excited about it, actually. I think it's going to be pretty cool, and this is all just sort of our concept, so we're not quite sure what's going to change. And one of the cool things is that there's actually lots of decorations that we can use when building this, so I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go about it. But in here you've got a lot of different things you can use that you sort of get as recipes, and some of them are quite cool, some of them are not as obviously they don't stand out as much, but we definitely want to be using these inside the casino, outside the casino. And I'm not quite sure about the statues. I don't really know if that really fits, but I might actually put a couple of statues at the entrance. I've got ideas to potentially add a waterfall that will be illuminated, so it'll be a little bit tricky to get it to look like it's actually moving, more as like a water fountain, not a waterfall. But we got a lot of ideas and just so many cool things we can do. So we got a Golden Gate Bridge out there, and I guess I'm going to jump inside here and just sort of show you guys how we plan to actually build tables and things like that, because I think there's a lot of things we can actually do in here, and it's just about getting creative. And obviously you could use these basic materials here and sort of make something, right? But this is actually the slot area, so we don't want to be here. But basically we want to have a frame and all these different things, but we want it to look as legitimate as possible. So for right now, obviously we don't use that big one, we'll use something smaller. So we'll build the base here, and I don't necessarily know that we need to build this base, but I feel like the best thing to do is do it that way, because it gives you a little bit more traction and points to build from. I'm sure you guys have noticed when you don't have points, it's a little bit harder. It won't let you build in certain spots. So I'm going to go ahead and add some legs here. This is not even the final design, and the tables actually are not going to go this way. It's going to be face the other way, as so you can sort of walk down the aisle. But we're going to add some tabletop here, and I can probably use wool cloth to simulate cards, or even, I don't think bars would quite cut it, silver bars. But and I know there's not really currency in the game, but they could bet their Garou packs, which would sort of be like they're filled with something that they're sort of wagering. So we've got this, and then you've obviously got a person which you can put behind a table, and we got the chairs, but I think we'd want to use the stool style. I think that would look a little bit more accurate. But we've just got, I love it because it opens up so much creativity, and you sort of get to make it your own, and as you go you sort of just come up with all these different ideas of how you might or how you can build something, and then that kind of carries over to another project. But then you're going to have your dealer here, and I think he's going to be a little bit too low for this table, so we may go a different approach on the tables entirely, so that way it sort of gives the look as though there's someone back here dealing the cards. But that's sort of our idea. We could have went with a traditional like Western style table, but I think we want to keep it a little modern. But there's just so many possibilities, and I think it's just whatever you can create in your mind and then create. But the slot machines is going to be a little bit interesting. I've got some ideas, I haven't actually attempted them, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway guys, this is our GAROU Casino, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take, because it's obviously an intricate project, so it's going to take time. But we've got a cool entrance we really want to work on and have it come out really good. And anyway guys, so stay tuned for more updates on our GAROU Casino. Legion Nuta out.